Alright, y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Aries. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So, I'm going to cut the deck. And we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Aries. Now, Aries, bottom of the deck, we got the Star card. So, the Star card speaks of enlightenment. It speaks of faith, hope, you know, good omens. Somebody is receiving, like, attention right now. I'm not necessarily sure if it's a good or bad thing, but again, somebody is receiving a lot of attention right now. So the first card out, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups speaks of like a charming energy. It's a slow moving knight, but it can also speak of somebody following their heart. We have an Ace of Cups. So this Ace of Cups, somebody is moving toward an overflowing cup, you know. Heightened spirituality, new gifts, new life, new proposals, births, you know. It's something with somebody moving toward a fulfilling contract. We got the Death card, and it came out a little bit sideways. So you may be a little uneasy or a little uncertain, you know what I mean, about an ending, closing something out. Yeah. But with the Justice card, it's given that this is justice. That is the scales being balanced out, you know, of a situation. It would be a wise decision. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so in order for you to get your Ten of Pentacles, you had to close something. Or like transition, change something. You had to end something. And it may have had something to do with a contract. Something that you felt like, you know, you were fully involved in, especially when it comes to your emotions, you know. But it's like you're seeking something new. Yeah. See, so with this Devil card, again, with that charmer, you were dealing with somebody who was charming, you know, and they may have promised you some type of new beginnings, an overflowing cup, that they were going to do certain things. But this person was very toxic, very lustful, very deceiving as well, too. Yeah, look, Seven of Swords, that's what I'm saying. So that was the new beginning that this contract actually brought you. Somebody was being very dishonest, shape-shifting, about an ending that had took place. Yep. And you got the Six of Wands, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. So when it comes to somebody's public recognition or the way that they are seen, you know what I mean, the outside sources, you have a King of Swords where somebody is more so presented as having some type of authority, you know what I mean, control when it comes to them actually getting their dreams met. But it ain't seeming like that was true. Yeah. So it's some type of ending or transition that's taking place, again, in the public eye. And this King of Swords had mental clarity, you know, about what was going on. But this may have been unbeknownst to you. Because it's Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. King of Swords was more so focused on this Ten of Pentacles. You know, it was some type of contribution on an emotion level, on a financial level. You know, like that's more so what somebody was looking for. Not really love. And with this High Priestess energy, it's making me feel like you had an inner knowing that this person was shape-shifting, that they were sneaky, you know. Again, it's something about, like, the people around them, their peers. Like, everybody knows, you know. And at first, this person had people fooled, see. But with this Seven of Wands, they're having challenges now. You know that as well, too, that somebody is fighting to maintain control, especially when it comes to the way that they present themselves in the public eye. The support that somebody was receiving is ending. Nine of Swords, right? See, somebody is feeling hopeless, like they're in despair or something like that. This King of Swords energy. Somebody feels as if they're in some type of mental entrapment. They may also feel isolated when it comes to friends, family, you know what I mean? It's something with a support circle. Or they may have even tried to isolate you. Yeah. You got a King of Cups. So this King of Swords is presenting himself as if he is emotionally balanced, as if he is ready, you know, to, it's like be a staple, you know what I mean, when it comes to the support circle, different things like that. It's really giving me like a fathering energy, you know what I mean? But low key, you know, in the public, they present themselves as if they have everything in control, you know, as if they have mental clarity, they're wise, but behind closed doors, somebody is an emotional wreck. Somebody is really dishonest when it comes to their friends, their family. And with this World card, something is coming to completion. It's being put on display about how this King of Cups is actually maneuvering. What's going on with this High Priestess? You got the Six of Swords. So it's giving the High Priestess is deciding to choose calmer waters. Because again, when it comes to the challenges, like, it's some type of despair, again, with this masculine energy. Like, you ain't feeling this. Something is too challenging. You choosing calmer waters is creating challenges as well, too, though. Because with this Five of Pentacles, it's something about a financial loss. Like, somebody knows that they're losing something that could help them. You know what I mean? A reliable source. Like, it's something important that you bring to the table. You know, a quality, a moral. Page of Pentacles. See? And it's something about, like, somebody feeling a certain type of way about going off and trying to create something new. Going and sharing with somebody or exchanging with somebody. An equal exchange is giving me what somebody is more so concerned about. When it comes to this King of Cups. Yeah. You got Chariot. See? So somebody they're trying to manifest some type of authority, some type of control or something like that. And again, they want this to be put on display to the world, not who they actually are, you know. But it's giving, even with, you know, you choosing calmer waters, this person is reaping what they have sown, you know, because they're going to have to figure it out on their own. Five of Cups, see? And that's what they feel a certain type of way about, because they want it to be presented as being this big, strong, worthy person. Like they had all the ideas, all the answers, and no. You know, what's actually being displayed is that somebody is trying to hide, like, their regret. They're trying to hide, you know, their deceiving ways. They don't like the contract that they in. See? So it's given that you decided to release a situation, you know what I mean, in order to, like, get a better lifestyle. You know, it has something to do with luxury, like you healing. What you were involved in right now, like it's some toxic shit, and you can feel it. Somebody has some type of lack mindset. Seven of Cups in the reverse, yeah. This was like wishful thinking. Because somebody actually created, you know, like, it's like they put themselves in this position. Somebody was trying to create like an empress, somebody who had authority, somebody who was very abundant. You know what I mean? Very nurturing, like to pour into them. But again, something failed. Knight of Wands. Yeah. When it came to this authority, somebody moved too quick. Toward this empress, they tried to rush in. And again, their dreams were shattered when it came to this Nine of Pentacles. Right? Six of Pentacles sideways. Because this empress wasn't giving up shit. And that's why this person is in regret. This person is reaping what they have sown. They simply getting out of a situation, what they put into it. They put all type of toxic, poisonous, you know what I mean, rotten energy out there. And now, again, that's what they got to live with this hermit energy. You know, they shouldn't have played with you. It's really giving that you decided to heal. Yeah, you were given to this person. You was in exchange with this person, but it was not what you thought it was or what you think it is. So you reassessing. Emperor. See, it's something about somebody wanting to be like a emperor. They wanted to seem as if they had all their shit together. You know, they had status. They had stability, you know, they had wisdom. And with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, yeah, no, dream shattered, wishful thinking. Somebody is not even an emperor to try to place themselves in a position of getting, you know, an empress. And you got a Queen of Cups with a Five of Swords. So with this Queen of Cups, you know, it was some type of illusions that this emperor was actually going to be compassionate, you know, like to you. It's giving you're a compassionate person. You're really nurturing. You're loving. You know, you are an empress. With this Queen of Cups, you have some type of intuitive gifts as well, too. And you was able to see that this emperor was trying to place you in some type of abusive relationship. They were trying to take advantage of you. They was trying to take, like, your shit, basically. With you being this empress, baby, the Midas touch, any motherfucking thing you touch turned to gold. They wanted that. But see, they wanted it because they wanted to more so be able to present themselves like they was more than what the fuck they was. They didn't want to do the work. Yeah, Queen of Wands, right? So somebody was trying to, like, move real fast to get, like, a Queen of Wands to sacrifice. This Queen of Cups, it's something about an exchange. Somebody to help them. Because this Emperor had this Queen of Cups in an abusive relationship when it came to this Queen of Wands. Yep. And this Queen of Wands then gained a different perspective about who they was given to. So this may have even been you. Maybe a person had another person before they came across you, and they came to you and tried to make it seem like this past person did so much shit to them or something like that. And you gaining a different perspective about this person. You know? It's like, yeah, no. It's them. They're the problem. Judgment is being called on this Emperor because he was satisfied when it came to this Queen of Cups and this abusive relationship that he had her in with this Queen of Wands. Star card in the reverse. See, something was excessively done. They overdid this. Somebody was like playing in another person's face. Somebody who cared for them. And they had people around them. You know what I mean? Like, you were unaware of what was going on. But shit, them and whoever else, you know, look, King of Wands. That's what I'm saying. A manipulative ass King of Wands, and he had this Queen of Wands with him, and they thought they was gonna sacrifice your energy. They thought this was hidden, this was an illusion. You was able to feel that shit. Two of Wands, look. Had this Queen of Wands exploring, using her foresight. Something about making progress when it came to, again, this Hangman energy. Yeah, but something changed quickly. Something changed real quick. Somebody ended up seeing that another person was being dishonest, disloyal. It was something hidden, something cloaked. And this is what they ass get. Because you know they gotta be some weak bitches to try to team up to go like this. This shit's strange. Somebody just had some shit going on and they thought it was behind your back. It ain't behind your back. It's actually in your face, and it seeming like you reversing that shit and then putting it in their motherfucking face. Because, baby, you ain't got to be there. Period. And it seemed like you removing yourself from it. All right. That was your read, Aries.